Nice that translucent or transparent look to it. Now here's the deal. The ghost image. The deal is that we don't have any. There's obviously no standing ruins here, but we have a couple of newspaper articles that talk about what the architecture looked like. My favorite, in the sense of being my least favorite, is that in the 1850s, a guy came up from the New Haven Journal because he had heard the story of the lighthouse. It was a legend that was pretty far, that traveled pretty far. And so he came up here, and there were people living at the site. And it's the funniest thing. We're walking through this, and aren't we all moved by, this is a beautiful place, and what a lovely place to have a house. His perspective of this was a wild, uncouth country, and nobody in their right mind would live here. And apparently shared that with all the people who were living at the lighthouse, saying, you have no idea what an awful place this is. And he writes how he's frustrated because they seem to be happy, but they couldn't possibly be. He describes their houses as, and this is a quote, halfway between a wood pile and a log fence. Not something that you'd feature in Architectural Digest. But from all the other descriptions, it sounds like they're log cabin-ish. And so that's how Jen depicted it. So it's really cool. We've got the site map here and a little discussion of the foundation.
I don't know if Connie's ever told you. Did she ever describe my grandparents' house? No, I'm serious.
Seriously?
Yeah.
This is where? In Indiana?
No.
Michigan.
Michigan.
Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
It was a log cabin.
It was a log cabin.
Outhouse.
Log cabin. They had the outhouse. I remember growing up.
Do you have photographs of it?
Actually, we might have. I do have one picture, but my grandfather's head is split open just before his picture's taken. We don't know why.
Yeah,
I have that picture, so I can send that to you.
And hit him in the head.
Hit him in the head, and then they took a picture right after. We don't know why, but that was my grandfather.
Violence run in the family?
I think so.
Now, that's
just remember that.
The standing water you see over there is not normal. We've had so much rain, obviously. We've got a lot of water moving through here. But the third sign in the series is for the quarry. And if you look right in there, all of those stones, all the stones at your feet here, all show abundant quarry marking. So you can come back here. It's not that wet. But you can see where the individual quarry marks on this stone match the quarry marks right up here. So I don't know why they abandoned this, but clearly they were trying to create a straight face right here. This peeled off, they left it in place. This curvature here, there are curved stones in the foundation. And it really is quite useful to walk up and down here, that pile over there. There's another pile up the trail of places where this kind of granite schist was being quarried by the folks who lived here and put in at least a number of not all of the foundations, but some of them.
But this is not unusual.
Right.
You will see this all over Connecticut in
what is
places
this?
in the woods.
What's the specs in this?
This usually is dry.
Yeah.
What's the specs in this?
There may be, is it...
That's mica.
I have to put on my specs to see the specs.
It's mica?
Oh yeah, that's mica.
There's a lot of mica in these rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And this is nice.
And that's all the way through here. That's what's amazing.
Look at the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can see them.
The quarry marks. You can see where that stone broke off.